Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Path of Exile 2. Today, we're going to be using our Firebringer. One of these days, I'll get all of my intros straight, and I won't have to stutter or repeat or do any of them. But unfortunately, today is not one of those days. So let's just go ahead, hop in, find ourselves a nice little convenient map to do. And I'm thinking we're going to do... Untainted Paradise sounds interesting. It says it's a unique map. Might as well hop in there and try to do that. Ooh, it's a beach map. I like the beach maps. Whoop.
Strange to find beauty unspoiled.
Nice. So the rotation now is Stampede, Forge Hammer with Infernal Cry, and then we drop a couple of Shockwave Totems. It has rapid attacks in addition to Overabundance and Urgent Totems to get them down really quickly. They proc really quickly and makes sure that our... Oops, wrong button. And make sure that our little AoE thing here is proccing as much as we can, and then we Stampede on top of that to add as much damage as possible. So, yeah, that's the rotation right now. I have made a couple of changes to... Hold on, let me kill the boss first. I've made a couple of changes from the build that I have listed in the description. First and foremost, we have swapped out... I forget what we swapped it out with, but I added rapid attacks because the charge up for the Stampede just takes way too long. All right, seriously, can I stop being chilled so we can actually see what I'm doing here? There we go. It took way too long before, and standing here when there's a bunch of stuff happening just really sucks. So I decided to sacrifice a little bit of damage with, I think, Elemental Armament, and to add rapid attacks just for a little bit more maneuverability and survivability. And then I swapped out Time of Need for Scavenged Plating. The problem that we've been having isn't health going away too quickly. Or isn't health going away, it's health going away too quickly. And I needed something that added a little bit more damage mitigation. So Scavenged Plating seemed like the best way to go, because the issue I've been having with this character is he just dies a lot. And we just can't have that. He's supposed to be big, tanky, you know, run in and smash everybody in the face character, and he can't do that if he's constantly dying. So Time of Need does me no good if I die before it has a chance to do anything. And that's usually what ends up happening. Obviously, we still need Herald of Ash to do all of our fire stuff. Just let that... The nice thing about just dropping it that way is sometimes you can just drop it and run away, and they'll just die as you're leaving. Now, unfortunately, we have to deal with this stupid ice bullshit here. I don't remember seeing that on the map descriptions, but whatever. This game has just... They really need to adjust it so that... Like, I'm not a fan of having to read a novel before I do every map. It's bad enough the maps take as long as they do. I'm supposed to sit down and have to, like, calculate what I'm able to do. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, just make the maps where the modifiers aren't such a pain in the ass. Alright, that takes care of that guy. Let's go up and over this way. Oops. Didn't even see that there. Yo, and this is why I need Leap Slam, because when that happens, I need to be able to get, like, out of this stuff, and it's very difficult to do when you don't have a jumping ability of some kind. Ah, we finally leveled up. All right, so there's something I wanted to try. So we'll go back to the hideout here really quick. Once we clear out all the riffraff. All right, so the guide recommended a unique shield. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it, but we're going to give it a try and see if it helps out with our defenses. So I did grab this Svalin Crucible Tower Shield. I am not convinced that this is the best option because we're going to lose a fair bit of armor. We're going to go from 697 down to 418. However, the lucky chance to block, so lucky gives us a, it basically gives us a double chance, or I don't say double chance, but it gives us an extra chance to block things. And then it also, when we do block, it blocks a lot, it actually blocks a bunch of damage. So we're going to put this in here and hope for the best. Our armor went down by quite a bit. I don't know if this is a smart thing to do, but we're going to give it a try. And then we need to add what? Well, we need a greater iron rune, I would imagine. Yeah. And then I don't remember what we're supposed to be working on right now. Like I'm really working on defenses right now. I think I'm working on this because every little bit of strength gives us more hit points. Well, I don't know. Strength provides 2 hit points per 1 strength. So 12, it's 24, 48, 36, and then more damage per strength. So yeah, I don't know if that makes, I don't know. I'm on the fence, but we're gonna give this a try. We'll see if the damage evens out a little bit. If we feel like we're starting to take a lot more damage than we were, then we'll switch back. But ideally, you know, all right. It's a much cooler looking shield, I have to say. I'm really not a fan of these freaking patches of ice. I was trying to dodge roll out of the way.
I need more time.
All right, fine. I think that's why we have Sunder. I keep forgetting I have it. I don't know, it kind of does feel a little bit better. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it does feel ever so slightly better. I think the extra block chances are really like, I think it's making a difference. I'm not 100% sure. It's too early to tell. But we have our block chance. I mean, we have a 70% block chance. Huh. Our block. Anyways, I also switched over my passive to go from Jade Heritage over to Renly's Training just so we can maximize our chance to actually block things. Like, defense has been an issue with this character for the last 10 levels or so, and I've gotten tired of it. Especially with this build, we need to be able to block and take and like be a damage sponge to some degree because it's just it sucks to be dying to just packs of like white and blue mobs. All right, cool. Well, let's go up this way so we can go kill this rare over here. Alright, this guy's over here. I think we killed him already. I think we killed him already. I don't generally have a lot of use for uniques, but I think that this is actually making a difference. Well, it would have helped if I'd actually. You see the ADD I have? I'm sure you watched me say, "Oh, I need to put a rune in there," and then I just completely forgot about it. Let's see, life. We're getting one. Do I need the cold? Yeah, I do. We're getting what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 160 life out of that. So yeah, I think it probably does make sense for us to put another one into the shield. So let's go to the currency exchange, go to the runes. We're going to go to a greater iron rune. We're going to see how much we can get for a chaos orb. Sweet.
I'll put that in as soon as I can.
We'll put that in there. That gives us... Didn't we have 2474 a minute ago? Did that not actually... Because I'm stupid. Because I'm stupid.
Can I help?
Because I'm stupid. We're looking for a different rune, not the iron rune. That's what I normally go for. We're looking for the body rune. How about that?
All right.
So, yeah, that was a waste, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. We're really trying to stack life and armor and all the defenses and stuff like that. Damage is nice. Being able to, like, do crazy amounts of damage is nice, but it does no good if you die before you can put the damage down. So... It helps if it also helps if I remember the rotation for my abilities here. All right. Massive clear speed. Yes. I like it. All right.
I'm not ready.
I have to believe that the extra block, the crazy block that we have right now, while we're still going to see massive drops in our health, I think what we're going to see is a fair bit less of the insta deaths, because we're going to get close to, like, I think it'll still get us close to death because we're still taking a lot of damage, but the lucky blocks and the blocked damage and all that stuff, I think, is hopefully going to turn what would have been one-shots into near-death experiences rather than, you know, into near-death experiences. That's what I'm trying to say. Tiptoe, it's a giant tiptoe. So what happens is when you do the Ancestral Cry and you walk around, it counts as slams with every step. So you're able to do crazy amounts of damage by just walking around. Very nice. All right, so we finished the map. We'll do a little bit more fighting here just to clear out a little bit more. Gotta remember we had that Sunder ability. Alright, that's probably enough for this map, so let's go ahead, hop out of here, turn in all of our stuff, and call it a day. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member... Oh, that map didn't have any items on it. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links if you'd like to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.